Well,
there's two lines, and when you come here, you always wonder which way it was going to be. At one point, you had to cross the furthest one to alleviate yourself at a 10-second call, and then the first one you came to was the backcourt line. Now they're saying, I believe it's the first one that you come to is both.
3 more. Papazoglu.
Yep, knocking down the 3. And you know what was good here? She got the little floater to go in the paint, was able to see the ball to get, go through the basket, and now immediately after that, bang, bang, 2 knockdown threes.
Look at that hustle there. And it's going to reward them with an easy 2 for Papazoglu.
Steve DePatry teams are so fundamental. They play such good defense. They execute. Perfect example right there of them pressuring you, forcing the turnover, and getting in transition.
She has 10 to the Wildwood 15. As we're under 3 minutes to go here in the first. And incidentally, it's a 10-point lead for Wildwood Catholic. Baseline off the back of the rim. Williams no good. And out of bounds to Wildwood Catholic.
And Wildwood Catholic has the potential of going on these runs because they play such good defense. They're so fundamentally sound. It's a 3 or 4 point game. Next thing you know, you look up and it's 12 or 13, and you're like, holy cow, that was quick.
Well, you say many times it's a game of runs. Absolutely a game of runs here. Italian is out top. Papazoglu. This time she drives and it's called for a travel.
Yeah, tried to force the issue along the baseline. Ran into some good help side defense by the Thunderbolts of Millville, and Millville was able to create the turnover.
So I have to tell you, and I couldn't wait to tell you this when I saw you, in my first game that I officiated, once I touched the ball, once.
Well, that's pretty good because it's hard to do because you've been doing it the other way for so long.
I know. I said, what am I doing?
It's not easy to do.
So our vantage point here is they've got us somewhere between the sound booth and I guess I don't know where we are up here.
Some
but
type of portable heating system or something.
Yeah. Bert Ayala is at the scores table, the Millville coach, and he has a complaint about the lineup. I'm not sure what it is, but and there's assistant coach that you know pretty well.
Obviously a book problem. Yeah, the assistant coach for Millville is my sister, Rochelle.
And an official, and I think they resolved that issue, so we're going to keep going. Not sure what that was, but we'll find out. 2:32 to go here in the first. 10-point lead. Wildwood Catholic in front of the Thunderbolts. Tally for 3. No good. Rebound. Papazoglu everywhere. To go to Penn, partner, though, it's not just what you do on the floor, obviously.
That's exactly right, and that's just the totality of the young lady.
Aya Rivera does track it down, so now we know what line it is for half court. That's Casiello for 3. It's short. Gets her floorboard, and the follow is good.
Yeah, Casiello never stops working on the basketball floor. You're going to see her everywhere, and she's going to be hustling and scrapping all over the floor. Right there going to get her own missed shot, offensive rebound putback for 2 for Casiello.
Williams around the screen. 1:30 to go. See how they collapse, though, when the ball goes in the paint.
Yeah.
Doss spinning, tough shot, no good. Rebound out of bounds and belongs to Wildwood Catholic.
Yep, and Steve DePatry teams, they're just fundamentally sound. They execute on both ends, offensively and defensively, and they really know what they're looking for and what they want out of their defensive pressure. They get it going, turn it into transition, or go run their stuff and execute on the offensive end.
Kiamara Walker into the game, number 20 for Steve DePatry. Papazoglu missed that badly. Tally is away with that rebound as we come down to 1:15 to go. That's Deshani Williams, 23, into the ball game. Tally drives. Tally can't get the roll. Actually, she took on Papazoglu there, who has that board. Minute left, first quarter.
Good find.
Out of bounds, it'll stay with Wildwood Catholic. Ellie McCabe, 0 into the game, had that entry that Steve said was a good find. And it was. From the corner, 3-2 strong. Rebound, Williams controls for the Thunderbolts. Down 12. Last minute of play in the first quarter. Doss 3, air ball, back to Wildwood Catholic.
Really well done on the defensive end down by Millville. Played good defense, was able to keep the one and done, as far as the defensive rebound. Unfortunately, couldn't execute offensively, but here comes Wildwood Catholic right back at you.
With 30 seconds to go. Carly Murphy with her first touch. 24. Underneath, Papazoglu screened out. Nice play. Casiello drives, blocked. Doss got a hand on it. 20 seconds left for the Thunderbolts.
Really good job by Millville defensively, trapping the catch. On every Wildwood Catholic catch, there was a double team.
Papazoglu is on Doss. 10 seconds left, and you can see how the DePatria defense all inside the three-point area. Now they come out. 2 seconds. One, they better shoot it, and they don't get it off.
Lost track of the clock.
That is the end of the first quarter here this morning from Wildwood Catholic with the score. Wildwood Catholic 17, Millville 5. And now this is from Premier Orthopaedic.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopaedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Hang on a minute. Oh, there it is. You just hold it.
There you go.
Let me see what the graphic looks like. And we're back. 17-5. Chris Losey, Steve Westcott, and our BFA Sports crew. We start the second quarter here this morning from Wildwood. There we are. And as again, our perch is we're somewhere halfway in the stratosphere up here, but we're glad to be here.
We're up here. However, two really good standout players, Papazoglu and Casiello for Wildwood Catholic, both having good quarters, which is why they're out to the 12-point lead here.
10 for Papazoglu.
I believe you're right. That's what I have her for as well.
2 threes and 2 baskets. So, and the thing is, she did it inside and she did it outside, and her long-distance shooting is very, very good.
And it was the first bucket that got her started. We talked about it in the first quarter as far as her being able to see the ball go through the rim with that little floater, and then the perimeter game opened up for her, knocking down the threes.
Iowa Catholic in possession to start the second, up by 12. Same starting 5, including Papazoglu. Murphy with her first shot, no good. Doss with the rebound. That's Talley on the right side, but she pulled it down, and I think she traveled, and she did.
Yeah, she had to let that one go. She dribbled penetration to the block, met a double team, and just couldn't get the shot over him, came down with the ball. That's a job.
Isla Gray Rivera, number 5. And Camaro Walker, number 20. That's Murphy. I like what Millville's doing, though. It's like sort of like a matchup zone.
That's exactly what it is. Little matchup zone. Right now causing a little bit of confusion for Wildwood Catholic.
Caused the turnover by Papazoglu. Abayudan got in the middle of that. And back comes Millville. First minute of the second quarter. That's Talley up top. She's got height.
Yeah, Millville does have the height advantage. We talked about that earlier.
Bad pass. He's at the feet of Wilson. And that shot goes up. Abayudan with the board. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, Millville's going to have to, and probably pretty soon, once they get those stops. They've had 2 defensive stops, unable to turn them into buckets at the other end. They're going to have to finish at that offensive end in order to help what they're doing out defensively, which is they're playing really well. Another turnover.
And back comes Wilson. Brooke Joslin, the freshman that Steve talked about in the Olma game, into the ball game number 2. That's Doss from just inside the three-point line is no good. Joslin is able to come up with that, but then threw it away. Walker on the other end. She's got Murphy.
Just unable to finish. Really good 2-on-1, fundamentally sound, dribble, draw the defender, good bounce pass to her teammate, just unable to finish.
This is play 13, and that's a bad turnover right there by Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson, she knew the pressure was coming.
No excuse for that one, though.
And that's what I said. They're getting stops at this. They're 2 minutes now without Wildwood Catholic scoring. The problem for Millville right now is the Wildwood Catholic defense has been just as good in meeting the task.
And another steal. Stepping into that was Williams, but can't get the follow. Wilson then kicks it out. Doss for three. No good, but Millville's getting chances, and they're hanging in. They're down by just 12, and we've got a whistle and a timeout taken by Wildwood Catholic.
Good timeout by Coach DePatry. Wants to settle his kids down, make sure they execute right here, get a good offensive possession that finishes with a bucket. That's a good timeout by Coach DePatry.
Interesting that you mentioned that Wildwood Catholic was held pointless now for the last 2 minutes. I'm going to change that and translate it to number of trips. I believe that's 5 trips in a row.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
No baskets, no points. What does that do?
Well, what it does is, for Millville, it certainly helps in you trying to get back in this game. Not that they're out of it. The lead's only 12. However, if you're going to chip away at a lead, when you get those 5 stops, you want to execute at the other end in order to chip away at that. That's where Millville just hasn't been able to do it. I think Coach DePatry is going to gather his kids right now, come out, and really look to execute on an offensive set and get something accomplished on their offensive end.
It's good to see powers like this in the Wildwood Catholic, but we were really looking forward to that one today, and we're going to get it tomorrow. So stay with us and stay tuned with the developments change, of course, with the storm that we're supposed to get. But Alma Hamilton tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be there. We'll be there at, I believe, 1 o'clock. But right now we're going to enjoy down here Wildwood Catholic and Coach DePatry. You have almost a 2,000-point score and a coach with 500 wins. It's great to come down and see a little Catholic school like this that's not only surviving but getting a lot accomplished on the basketball floor.
Saw them last year against the St. Francis of Delaware. It was a great ball game. It was at Cumberland County. Papazoglu can't finish. And another empty trip for Wildwood Catholic.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that was either a 1-point game or overtime game.
1 point, which is funny because Coach DePatry had an 8-point lead with 5.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's such a good coach. You know, he's been doing it for a long, long time.
Rivera on the board, 19-5.
And you know you're in for a long night when you're playing a Coach DePatry team, I can tell you that. I've been on the other end of that one before.
Tough shot by Williams. Caught the ball back under the basket and threw it wild up there. Papazoglu drives and scores.
Yeah, good head and ball fake. On the catch, head fake, ball fake, able to draw the defender, then able to dribble, get right into the paint, and score again with what's a little floater in the paint.
Four and a half to go in the second. Doss from the corner pulls it out. Good ball movement by Millville, and Talley misses that long two. Floorboard to Wildwood Catholic. And Gray Rivera running it. In the corner, that's usually money, but Casiello follows and no good.
Yeah, Casiello's never going to quit on a play. Like I said before, she's everywhere. She'll hustle, she'll scrap right there. Offensive rebound, just unable to finish with the putback.
That's Talley picking up the dribble. The coach has been saying over and over again, that's very unwise to do unless you know what you're going to do with the ball. Williams for three, too strong. Abayudan avoids the foul, though.
Good box out by McCallion.
And a 3-1 down the other end for Murphy.
Defense into offense, transition basketball done right there, perfectly executed by Wildwood Catholic.
And they have an 18-point lead now, 23-5 with 3:20 to go. Wilson will fire it up. Short, floorboard to Millville. Talley, no good. Bayudan got a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds.
Pretty good offensive trip right there from Millville. They were able to come off the screen at the foul line extended. Jump shot, unfortunately, couldn't go. Defensive rebound by Talley. Unfortunately, that couldn't go. But got some things accomplished there. 2 open looks, and offensive rebound just unable to finish.
I think that lid on the basket kind of traveled down here a little bit.
Yeah. I hear you, but I'll tell you this, it has a lot to do with Wildwood Catholic's defense.
Oh, Papazoglu with a great look to McCallion.
I'll tell you what, great high-low basketball. Papazoglu flashes to the foul line area and then able to dump down underneath to the block for a bucket.
No doubt, she draws a lot of attention. Sorry, she draws a lot of attention, too.
You got that right.
Which causes that opportunity.
Exactly.
Wilson double-teamed out top. 20-point lead, Wildwood Catholic. Wondering why they didn't do this a little sooner, actually, to try to slow them down. This is a set in the half court for Millville with Williams out top, going through screens, and then a triple team drive, which was no good. McCallion comes up with the rebound. Gets it in the hands of Papazoglu. Good ball movement in the corner. Gray Rivera is no good. Rebound pushed around. Casiello controls. There's another three. No good. Another offensive rebound. McCallion threw it up wildly, and Millville has it. Under 2 minutes to go.
2 or 3 opportunities right there. Ball just didn't go in for Wildwood Catholic.
The cutter was Wilson, and the set out. Minute 45 left.
What a defensive show Wildwood Catholic's putting on in this quarter. It was 17-5 at the end of 1. Millville still at 5, so that's a shutout quarter so far with 1:35 left.
And that was Doss with a wild 3. And with a minute 35 left, it's Wildwood Catholic in control.
Little pressure. Little 1-2-2. Half court, 3/4 court by Millville, just trying to get something positive to happen for him at this point.
They almost forced that turnover, but then Papazoglu finds Gray Rivera, and she'll go to the line.
Good cross-court look by Papazoglu, found an open Gray Rivera. Cross-court pass to the block. Rivera able to draw the foul.
Foul was on Dejani Williams, team number 5 to Wildwood Catholic's 4. Gray Rivera will have another one at the free throw line. Bayudon back into the game for Millville, probably for rebounding. She has 2 fouls. 1 out of 2.
Another substitution.
.21 lead, and as you mentioned, Steve Westcott, 0 for Millville in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's been what a defensive show Wildwood Catholic's putting on here in the second. You know, you talk about how they execute offensively. You talk about how fundamentally sound they are. And at the defensive end tonight, or this morning, I should
there
say.
You go.
I should say this morning, they're really doing a great job on the defensive end.
Team foul number 5 for Wildwood Catholic. Jocelyn forced that foul. Wilson out top with a minute to go. Goes by Casiello. Off the glass, no good. A follow-up from Talley is good.
Down it goes. Finally, Millville able to obtain an offensive rebound and finish it with that right there, in that case, a mid-range jump shot for 2 by Talley.
First basket for Millville in this quarter, and it took 7 minutes of it. 40 seconds left. And it looks like the Patriot's going to hold here for 1 shot.
I don't know. He's going to get the shot he wants. If it's a good look, he'll take it. He won't necessarily hold it for the quarter. But if it's one that he likes, he'll... Yep.
That's one Casiello liked.
That's exactly right. Dribble drive by Papazoglu. Kick to Casiello. We talked about how she can knock down that jump shot. Feet were set. Receives the pass. Knocked down 3.
See the close-up there on Casiello by Ryan Schumacher, our cameraman. 1 camera today, folks. Williams can't get it to go. 5 seconds. There's Murphy.
Transition basketball at its best. Defensive rebound, outlet pass, diagonal pass to the block, layup at the buzzer.
That ends the quarter and the half with the score, Wildwood Catholic 31, Millville 7. 2 points for the Thunderbolts in the second quarter. That tells the whole story.
Yeah, it did. What a defensive job by Wildwood Catholic. And then in the second half of that quarter, able to put their offensive side of the basketball and execute there to go along with that great defense they played.
Halftime presented by Premier Orthopaedics as we are there here at Wildwood Catholic. Third quarter and then the fourth quarter when we come back here on BFA.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopaedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the premier difference. When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopaedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Start the second half here in Wildwood Catholic, and they're up big, 31-7 over Millville. We talked about it during the half, but when you score 2 points in one quarter against Steve DePatry, it's a long run.
Yeah, and his teams have been known to play defense like this, the really good defense, helping out, help side position on the man, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They had really good halves by Papazoglu and Cassiello. They're two better players. McCallion hitting the glass. Ayala Gray Rivera handling the ball. That was a nice half for Wildwood Catholic.
Starting the third, the original 5 out for Millville. The original 5 for Steve DePatry and Wildwood Catholic. Cutting was Abayudan, but she couldn't handle it. And a turnover early on.
Defense picking up right where it left off.
Papazoglu, 12 points in the first half alone. As Steve mentioned, going to Penn next year. Cassiello in the corner. She had 6. It's Murphy out top with a basket.
Millville showing 2-3 zone. Wildwood Catholic being patient, rotating the basketball.
McCallion, she had a bucket. And you're right, they just want to work and get the shot that they want.
They'll be as patient as they need to be, and they're going to look to execute exactly what Coach DePatry calls.
Murphy with a step. Gray Rivera thought about it. Cassiello will take it. No good. And a floorboard for Millville and Williams.
Good defensive possession by Millville right there. They're able to get a one and done after good hard zone defense.
See if they can make something out of it now. Shania Williams and Sine Doss. Rihanna Talley. And back to Williams. Patience on both sides apparently. You can see Bert Ayala in the background there.
Yep.
Being adamant, and there's a block shot and a turnover, and back comes Wildwood Catholic. Papazoglu spinning, and they're going to say it's a clean block, but out of bounds. It'll stay with Wildwood Catholic.
Wildwood Catholic showed a little zone on their defensive end that time. Was able to get a one and done themselves, going to obtain possession.
Callion in the corner. That's a 3 from Cassiello. No good. The follow is no good. And if you've noticed, by the way, they put a brand new net on the Wildwood Catholic side, and sometimes that could be a problem for if you want to run after a made basket. You know, that ball doesn't. It takes a while, Coach, doesn't it?
It's a little different visual. It's a little different coming off the rim the way it does, maybe. But I don't think Wildwood Catholic will let that affect them too much.
Williams couldn't convert. Abayudan, short, gets her own miss, put it on the floor, and that's probably a mistake. And we have the jump ball called by the officials, and the arrow will go to Millville.
Cassiello, a smart, tough, gutsy type young lady. We talked about hustle and scrap in the first half. She's always going to do that, and who didn't know she was going to be there to...
Can't coach that either, right?
No, that just, you're right, that's within.
Off the miss, a floorboard for Gray Rivera. Papazoglu will take it. Short. Cassiello couldn't get that, but it was out of bounds, knocked out by Doss. No, what I meant was, now you see how the rim, let's say I'm running, as soon as they score on me, I want to get down. The ball, that takes a while to get through the new netting. That's what I was suggesting. Look at it.
Well, that could be true, too. I understand that point.
Yeah. Let's watch if they score here, and you'll see it. Gray Rivera. And a bad pass.
Yep.
To nobody.
Cassiello was looking to cut a little bit into the paint. Gray Rivera threw it to where she was, not to where she was going, thus the turnover.
5:15 to go here in the third. Doss watched Gray Rivera on her. Out of bounds. Turnover to Wildwood Catholic. So this is the point when I watch the defenses like this in a slow, deliberate offense. As an official, I'm saying hands off, hands off, hands off. Do you notice the trend more and more in high school basketball where they're calling more and more of that or less and less or the same?
It was a point of emphasis, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago by the NJSIAA in order to call a hand check and wanting to get defensive players' hands off the offensive players. And for the first couple years that they were calling it the way the state wanted it, I think it did work. And now I think the officials are going back to, hey, listen, we have more talented players. They now understand what we want. Let's let them play a little bit and let them figure it out on the fly.
Can't get that one to go. And back the other way, Casiello has it. Gray Rivera sealed off, so they'll try this side. Good look by Papazoglu. Cross-court pass. In the middle, gets the return and got it.
Never standing still. We talked about Casiello's hustle right there. Papazoglu cross-court pass. She didn't stand still and just wait for a ball around the perimeter. She decided to flash. They found her, floater, bucket.
And a 26-point lead early in the third. 4:10 to go. Wilson in the corner. Doss, nothing. Out of bounds. And it'll stay with Millville. It was off Casiello.
Guess who was hustling to that loose ball? Yeah, both of these zones create a little bit of confusion, causing some problems with the offensive sets of both teams. Millville coming out and trying to trap a little bit out of theirs. Wildwood Catholic's more of a traditional zone at this point.
What do you think that worked with Millville in their first defensive stand? They were they straight man-to-man?
No, it looked like it was either a 2-3 or a matchup type of some sort. They're easy to disguise and hard to figure out if you're an opponent. But it looked like a 2-3. But that last trip, it looked like they were coming to rush the ball handler and create a tougher pass just to see if they can keep Wildwood Catholic off from their rhythm.
Abayudan draws the foul and a trip to the line. And she'll get another.
We talked about in here when you're playing against a quality basketball team like Wildwood Catholic, the little things you have to have the little things happen. You have to finish offensive rebound putbacks. You have to finish in transition. You're going to need to make free throws. You're going to need to do all of that to stay in the game with a team like Wildwood Catholic.
0 for 2 from the line, but an offensive board. Tally with an opportunity. Papazoglu clearing for Wildwood Catholic. Down the floor she goes, taking on everybody, and then dishes to McAllen, who can't follow.
Yeah, I think McAllen was in between steps because she thought Papazoglu was going to try to finish that one. Next thing she knew, the pass was coming right at her, kind of caught her in between steps.
I got a feeling she does that to a lot of the girls on her team.
And you could understand why she would want to take it and finish herself. Potential 2,000-point score.
Doss is open with a 3.
Millville finally getting a 3 to go down for him. Try to creep their way back into this basketball game if they can, but they're going to need a few more threes like that.
Little front court from Brooke Jocelyn on the defense, and that leaves Papazoglu wide open. She's not going to miss that.
Yeah, that's going to go down. That's going to go down. Good job by Wildwood Catholic noticing that Millville went into a little 1-2-2 3/4 court trap, able to throw over the trap. Nobody went to pick up Papazoglu, and she was able to knock that down. And you're right, she's going to knock that down a lot more times than not.
Down to 2:50 to go in the third. And Wildwood Catholic is up by 25. Tally will try the 3 straight away. Too strong. Abayudan with a board. Abayudan to the basket and going to the line.
Really good job on the offensive glass. Able to obtain a second offensive rebound. Able to get to the rim. Not able to finish, but she's going to go to the line for 2.
With 2:36 left here in the third. Abayudan was 0 for the last 2. Makes that one. Makes them both.
Much better trip at the line this time. Knocking both of them down. Substitutions. Be Wildwood Catholic possession. Again, the 1-2-2 three-quarter court here. Millville trying to pick up, knowing they need to make a run here soon.
Underneath, Papazoglu couldn't handle the dish. And a bad pass controlled by Millville. Down 24. That's Tally bumping, spinning, no good. And Wildwood Catholic all over that rebound. Into the game, Zaria Walker, number 22.
Good offensive trip. Tally just unable to finish.
Pass broken up. Thunderbolts want to run the other way. Jocelyn will come up with it and threw it off of Murphy, though, and it stays with Millville.
I'll tell you what else I want to get in here on the program partner is one of the assistant coaches for Steve DePatry is a gentleman named Fran St. John. And he had I'm going to guess 400 or 500 wins here at a boys coach. He was the boys coach here when Wildwood Catholic had really good boys teams in the 80s. And I'll tell you what, it's good to see Coach St. John on that bench and still around here. Because like I said, he was coaching here in the 80s. Wow. And God bless him, he's staying healthy. And I'll tell you, he's a great person and a great coach. So it's good to see Coach Fran St. John here today.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of people in your years in high school basketball, so it's nice to see when people come full circle.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I was a freshman at Sacred Heart High School in 1984, grew up playing through the Cape Atlantic League, and, went and played at Cabrini College, and then I came back to South Jersey, and I've been part of the Cape Atlantic League and South Jersey basketball ever since.
And you've got basketball in the family. You want to tell me about what your son's doing?
Yeah, my son is playing for Holy Family University. As of right now, though, their season unfortunately isn't unfolding, so he's working out with trainers and things of that nature. But he was a graduate of St. Augustine, part of that team that won that non-public A South Jersey championship last year. Again, due to the pandemic, unable to play in the state final. But he's doing really well, and I thank you for asking.
Sure. Cassiello in the front court. 24-point lead for Wildwood Catholic, and they'll slow it down. Papazoglu with the quick ball movement. See how fast it comes out of her hands.
Again, they're going to execute. They're going to do this. Such well-coached teams, all of Coach DePatry's teams, from here at Wildwood Catholic to Sacred Heart prior.
2 more for Papazoglu. She's got 20.
Yeah, she's a stat machine. She can score with the best of them. And she's a very unselfish player, as you can see. We've commented on a couple of her passes here tonight, but she's a stat machine.
Minute 10 to go. A runner. Wilson drawing the foul. Or Williams.
Good cut through the paint of that zone, right through the heart of the zone. Able to find her offensive teammate. Able to draw the foul.
2 for Shania Williams. So already more trips to the free throw line than in the first half.
Yeah, they're able to get they're able to find some cutters in there now, able to hit the offensive glass. We had a few fouls on offensive putbacks, or offensive putback attempts, I should say. And yeah, they're getting to the line here a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Williams with them both. And it's a 23-point game. With 1:07 to go.
And I'll tell you what, 23-point game here by Wildwood Catholic. But I'll tell you what, I've been on the same side as the Millville Thunderbolts when I used to play coach against Coach DePatry, and I know what it's like to be on that Millville side of that scoreboard right there.
Looks like a shooting foul was called.
I held a Gray Rivera to the line.
She didn't think so, but she was fouled. And she'll get another. No good. A one-handed board from Papazoglu straight up, and they'll go to the line.
Yeah, really good job on the offensive glass. Tough to get an offensive rebound off of a foul shot, but Papazoglu was able to do it there. She's going to go to the line for 2 in reward of her efforts.
Team foul number 2 for it's this side Villanova again for Millville. One out of 2, Papazoglu, 38-14. Mariana has 22 officially, right?
I believe so. Rare occurrence there. She's not going to miss too many free throws. 85% foul shooter. She's not going to miss too many of them.
Not if you're going to the Ivy League, you can't.
That's exactly right.
37, 36, 35, counting down to the end of the third. Tally out top. Deflected pass by Papazoglu.
Yeah, did I mention stat machine? Put one in the steal column there for her.
A dish and then a follow, and then I think she's taking this game over now.
Another offensive rebound.
So 3 team fouls for Millville right like that. And with 23 seconds left.
Wildwood Catholic in total control in this one. And it all began from their defensive end, their defensive efforts. See what I mean about her fouls?
Yeah,
she didn't even hit the rim with those two.
And you mentioned she wanted to test the new cord. Down to 20 seconds. And there's a foul. Not that it matters, but that's Wildwood Catholic's 5th foul of the half.
Yeah, they're in control of this one. You'll see Wildwood Catholic get the ball here, run this last 15 down for the final shot of the quarter.
This is the Shawnee Williams. Short on both. 15 seconds, Casiello looking to run.
Good decision, pulling it back out for the final one.
Gotta hurry. Walker's in the corner. They don't get it off. That's the end of 3 here at Wildwood Catholic this morning. With the score, Steve DePatri's Wildwood Catholic team up big, 40-14 over Millville. Chris Lozzi, Steve Westcott, our BFA Sports crew here this morning with Ryan Schumacher on camera and David Virgilio producing and directing our game this morning. On a late notice here, so we're glad that we could be down here.
Yeah, it's great to come down the shore. We don't get the opportunity to do it too often. However, BFA Sports brings us to Wildwood here at Wildwood Catholic High School, and as you said, it's great to be down here.
Premier Orthopaedic Associates, again, we can't say enough about them and their commitment to sponsoring high school athletics here on BFA. So thanks again. A shout out to Dr. Dwyer at Premier Orthopedics. We hope to have a long relationship with the doctor, but only on this side, not on the other side.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to go get a knee cut or anything like that. But again, he deserves so much credit. Not only is he helping us, but not more importantly, but he's helping the kids. Young student athletes. He's making an impact for them, and we really appreciate everything that he does.
When you, as a coach, faced a player like Papazoglu, who was heads and shoulders above the others, what did you do? Obviously, some game plan was instituted in order to do that, but what did you do in order to try something, to neutralize that star power, if you will?
Well, you can't get too fancy with it, like a lot of people try to go box and one or something like that. I used to just try, you ever hear the statement, you can't stop her, you can only hope to contain her?
Yes.
That's kind of what you do. But you have to make life miserable for her as best you can, whether it be with your defensive pressure. What I used to tell people is let's make her work defensively. Let's see if we can get her fatigued. Let's run her off screens. Let's see if she can handle that aspect of the game. And it might just slow her down offensively, but there's not a lot you can do when you have the talent that Papazoglu does. So
I like that. And there's a 3 from Papazoglu.
Right on cue.
Yeah. But I like that because, the other thing, too, is on the guy side, and not taking anything away, boys and girls, but on the guy side, it tends to be more physical, right? So if you got a guy that's some serious star power, you want to get him banged around a little bit. So running the screens, have him run into a lot of screens,
right?
That also helps, right?
Nothing dirty. Just try to, set screens, make them come off screens, see if you can, get physical on the offensive glass. Maybe she can pick up a cheap foul, or she in this case, pick up a cheap foul, and then maybe she's got to go sit a little bit.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, when she gets like this, it's lights out. And she is certainly having a good day today here. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's 28.
That's it. Well, she had 22, and she has 2 threes.
There it is.
There you go. Think she'll talk to us?
I hope. Although we're up here in the rafter, we're in the banners, which is fine, which is great. I'm not going to complain. It's great to be down here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nice ride coming down the shore this morning. How about you?
Yeah, it's fine. Hopefully it's that way when we get out of here and we can no snow or freezing rain or whatever the heck they're calling for.
Yeah, there was from the DOT. They put the boards up along the parkway, and it said freezing rain. Watch out, be careful.
Yep.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
The key's the temperature, because right now it's above 34. And down here, they're just going to get rain.
Right.
But it's where we are. And, I'm in Laurel Springs. Where are you?
I'm in Buna,
Yes.
New Jersey, just south of Hampton.
You're near a certain pizzeria that we can't mention that's excellent.
There's a few of them. There's a couple of them.
Well, let me give you a hint. Gino owns one of them.
Fazzolari's.
Timeout. Wildwood Catholic.
I've been there.
Big one tonight for
So,
Papa Zoclo.
if I may interrupt,
may.
as you look at the Wildwood Catholic huddle, Coach Fran St. John is with the tan pants and the coat just to the left of the huddle. You may see him with his mask on.
Yep.
Again, what a class gentleman. Great coach, great person.
And we're going to stay on that, and you'll see. Well, there's Steve DePatry, and let's see. Yep. Papa Zoclo's in the way of that shot, but yes. .608 to go. Wildwood Catholic's up really big. Now what do we got?
6:06 left, partner. Wildwood Catholic basketball.
Well, we had another delay at the scorer's table, and those are when you. I'm sorry, a 32-point game, and let's get it going.
Yeah, I don't. Obviously, some little dilemma there, but they got over the hurdle. They're ready.
Get that Papa Zoclo missile pass to McCallion back out top. McCabe, and that's Walker in the corner. Notice the patience. You've said it all morning long. They'll work for that good shot.
Yep.
McCallion spinning. That's the good shot.
Well done. Starting a 1-4 high set, pass to the wing. They start running some up screens and try to get some cutters. That time ball goes to the wing. McCallion cuts along the baseline. Founder, bucket.
So the high set then would be basically at the free throw line extended area.
4 people across the foul line. Pass to the wing is your entry pass. And then you drop a player from the opposite block and then up screen for her to see if you can get that cutter coming down the paint.
Talley pulls up. Williams for 3. Got it. We'll see if it's a 3 or a 2. But now we have a timeout taken by Millville.
Good offensive set there for the Thunderbolts. Ball goes down to the baseline, kick back out. 3-pointer goes down.
They are calling it a 3. And we have a timeout with 4:57 to go here in the fourth, and Wildwood Catholic up really big. Tomorrow we can talk about a little bit Alma basketball.
Yep.
Hosting the Hamilton Blue Devils. And you remember the last time we were there, partner? Who was the coach at Hamilton?
The Lasasso. Justin and Nick Lasasso.
Right. There was a father-son duo, right?
Correct.
That was kind of interesting.
It was fun.
I thought
it was fun. If I'm not mistaken, it was double overtime.
Yeah.
Hamilton was able to send it in a double overtime with a zipper cut up to the top of the key. Inbounds play, knockdown 3. We went double overtime.
How you remember that is amazing. I mean, look, I remember double overtime, but the zipper cut.
Yeah, it's a great play, especially off an sideline inbounds.
We've got 4:57 on the clock here in the fourth, and you can see the score. Wildwood Catholic running away this morning.
And again, it's a play that a lot of teams use. Some people call it a zipper cut. Some people call it an elevator cut.
Funny though when you say that a lot of teams run it, so then it's recognizable by coaches then.
In a normal year where you're scouting and you're able to get out in the gyms and things like that, that's some of the things that you could and would pick up on, yes. At least I used to. I mean, that was always part of our scouting report, inbounds plays, tendencies off of inbounds, and things of that nature.
Look at this ball movement. All 5 players touching the ball for DePatry.
99.9% of the time, his teams are going to execute for him. They know what he wants, they know what he's looking for, and they do execute for him.
Extensively, too.
Yep.
There's a look at us. See if we can wave. Yeah, there we are, up high.
High-low.
McCallion open, bumped, and no foul. Just out of bounds.
Block shot out of bounds, but there's that high-low possession again. Flasher to the foul line area. Entry to the foul line, draws the defender. When the defender comes, then it's a high pass to the low block.
So now how do you get the high set when you have an inbound here underneath? You can pull it out?
But yeah, you would have to pull it out here. But you're running an inbounds play here of some sort. If that inbounds play doesn't work, then you pull it out and you get into whichever set your coach is going to call.
Tally, double teamed in the corner. Williams, air ball. Murphy with the rebound for Wildwood Catholic. And a run out. Papazoglu, you think?
Yep.
No good that time. Out of bounds. And to Millville. .340 to go. It's a quick one, partner.
Yep.
Just curious as to maybe the gym a little larger. Right, there's a 3-ball.
Second 3 to go down in this quarter from Millville.
That's from Doss.
1-2-2. Millville still in the 1-2-2 defensively.
Murphy getting out of trouble and scoring.
Good job. Dribble takes her to the baseline so she can free herself, able to knock down the mid-range jumper. You have 3 role players, 3 bench players right now for Coach DePatry getting on the floor with Papazoglu and Gray Rivera, and they're doing a nice job.
Down to 240 and a steal. That's Jocelyn, the freshman.
Yep.
And you talked about her.
Yeah, we mentioned her when we had her against Alma. However, she's a freshman. She's a young kid. All the Millville people believe she's going to be really good. And from what we've seen in the first night and what we've seen here today at Wildwood Catholic, yeah, Jocelyn's going to be a player. You could tell.
So Millville calls a timeout with 2:37 on the clock and 28-point difference. Wildwood, Papazoglu, you got her, what, 31, 30?
Yeah, I have her at
points?
31.
31. Unbelievable. And it's...
I'm sorry, no, 30. She had 28. She had one more bucket after that.
What's amazing is when she gets the ball and she knows she's not going to shoot, how fast that ball is going. I mean, the ball movement, and that's Steve DePatry, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and that's typical execution, especially if you're going to be in a zone and you're going to, you want to slow things down and you want to force them to the perimeter. But she does the little things well also, and not only her, a whole starting 5, and you even see it with some of the bench players here now in the fourth. They're going to use a head fake. They're going to use a ball fake, right? They're going to draw help and then kick, and then the ball starts rotating around the perimeter. And they do a really nice job. It's so good. It's so expected from a Coach DePatry team.
And he's recognizable too.
Oh, everywhere you go. If you come to South Jersey in regards to girls basketball, you're going to know about and hear about Steve DePatry. That's for sure. If you don't already.
Millville trying to force a turnover there, out of bounds, but stays with Wildwood Catholic, and McCabe with the inbound. Down to 2:20 to go. That pass is now going to be considered a backcourt violation.
Yeah.
Because it was Mikulski who couldn't track it down.
Yeah, Papazoglu no longer on the floor for Wildwood Catholic. It's a pleasure to come in here and watch that young lady play here today.
Long 3, no good. Mikulski has the board from Wildwood Catholic. Down to 2:05 to go. McCabe, Walker, McCabe again, no good. And then she went up, and I think that's a travel.
Yep.
No, it's a jump ball.
Defender had a hand on the ball like a block shot. The ball never came loose. If the ball comes loose, it's a block shot. Since it didn't, it's a jump ball.
Minute 50. It's Tally, Williams. It's kind of difficult when you're losing by 30. You could say who had a nice game for you, but I thought Williams had a nice game for Millville.
She certainly has.
Doss with the drive, missed that. Walker with the rebound.
And so did Jocelyn off the bench.
And again, she's only a freshman.
Yeah, she's like I said, she's going to be a player. You can tell they're high on her, and I certainly understand why after watching her a couple times.
She's got height, too.
Yep, 5'9", 5'10" already.
How is that possible in 9th grade?
Well, because her parents probably aren't a midget like me. So.
Oh, or me.
So that probably has a little something to do with it.
Tally banging, couldn't get that to go. Minute 15 left. And almost a steal by Wilson on the far side. Looks like we'll be on the road early here, partner.
That's a good thing with the weather that they're calling for.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, partner, we're not going to be able to do a player at a game or coach interview after because of where we are in proximity to the court. But it was a pleasure to come down and see a Coach DePatry team play and young ladies play. Great job by Cassiello. However, Papazoglu certainly did impress, and she would be your player of the game here tonight.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Good find. Ricky Davis with that bucket. Off the throw-ahead pass.
Down to 35 seconds. Tally's in the paint. Had it knocked away. Good active hands on defense.
Yep, even the young ladies, their bench group here, doing a nice job defensively. Jocelyn along the baseline with the floater for 2.
Adriana Gray Rivera. Think they're related?
I would guess. Same 2 last names with the same hyphen in the middle. My guess is yeah, buddy.
Whistle blows on the far side with 14 seconds to go. And the countdown begins for another Steve DePatry win here in Wildwood.
Yeah, what a treat coming down to see this team play. Now you know why they're 5-1. Well-coached, star power player or 2.
That makes the final 54-26. A big win for Wildwood Catholic and Steve DePatry this morning as they defeat Millville here on a special edition of high school basketball on BFA Sports, sponsored by Premier Orthopaedics. Chris Losey, Steve Westcott, and our entire BFA Sports crew here this morning. We want to thank you for joining us. And just to put a bow on this one, Mariana Papazoglu, 30 points.
Yeah, she certainly didn't disappoint, did
she?
Yeah, she all around, like I said before, she's a stat machine. Going to University of Penn, which shows you what a quality kid she is. To go to an Ivy League school like that. Great job by Cassiello, McCallion hitting the boards. Their role players know their roles and play to their roles to help Papazoglu. And that's a comment to the coaching staff and what Coach DePatry and his staff are getting accomplished down here. They're a fun team to watch.
30 years I've been doing this at different sports. I've never seen a team held scoreless in a high school basketball game for 7 minutes. Yeah, scoreless, not just baskets, scoreless.
Their success in here tonight definitely started from their defensive end. And when you can play defense like that and you have players like we just mentioned, boy, they're awfully tough.
That they are. So we're back tomorrow at Oma as the Villagers take on the Blue Devils of Hamilton. We think now it's going to be a 1 o'clock start. So for all you Valentine's plans, they should be okay in the afternoon.
Huge thank you to Wildwood Catholic for having us down here, Premier Orthopaedics for helping the kids and us with everything that's going on, and it was a treat down here today. Thanks to BFA Sports as well.
Let's see. When we get everybody together who was mentioning that, I think the athletic director here is Mike Sione. Am I saying it correctly?
Exactly.
All right. Mike Sione, thank you to all of your people here at Wildwood Catholic for letting us come in this morning. So again, the final score, Wildwood Catholic 54, Millville 26. Ryan Schumacher on the camera. David Virgilio here producing and directing the game. The executive producers of BFA Sports, Doug Stasic, Al Fisher, Brian Murray, Steve Westcott. This is Chris Losey. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your Saturday. Be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow from Oma.
Take care, all.